Returns on me accept an original package. Well, I guess I ruined that, right, everybody? That has been shot right out the window. Yeah. Never a lazy day. You always stay busy. That's the key, everybody. So there we go. Look at that. Right? And now, cut the straps. There's one. Two. Got a lot of cardboard this week, man. Look how white these... See, in the picture, everything looks darker. Look how white these cushions are. They'll be trashed. That's for damn sure. But it's outdoor furniture. So here it is. Oh my gosh, everybody. What a project. I can already tell you this is a project, but you know what? I like projects. That's just who I am. I like to build things and make things, and that just keeps me out of trouble, or does it? Not probably not. So, no idea what this is. Put that there. Well, you know what? This is a K. This is an E. Are you guys still with me? I have no idea. This is where I could use the tripod thing, and you'd see me put it together, which that's actually not a bad idea, really. But then you don't really get the close-up as much. So here's the pillows, which I can't really see that being the importance right now, if you know what I mean. It's all about the pieces I gotta put together. So here's a B. Here's another B. B, 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 B. See, to me, having the shop to do this, and it's just a big difference. What are the dogs going after now? Alright, here's C. Good ABC. J. And something's inside of it. Better get that out. Whoa! Alright, so that's J. Here's another C. Here's something. This is the top of a table. I guarantee you that. Yeah, like I say, these cushions. But what's interesting is you can kind of see where the savings in money is. I can already see it because these are thin. You know, just little things that add up to difference. But you don't always change the cushions. So I basically get all that. See that in there, everybody? But see what's so nice here for me is we've got we got shade. It's cool in here. I put the shade up over there. So over there, you know, oh my gosh, to do this in the sun, brutal. Brutal. Yeah, the good news is this stuff won't be that heavy. So we'll just be throwing it up in the bed of the Jeep and drive it over. That would be my guess. So, kind of running out of space. I think what I'm going to do is put it over here. And I'll get the music monetization canceled on me, but I don't really care. I like using some music. And listen to my glasses. I could do that. But I got to turn glasses, the video off. So you'll do that. See, here's the big cushion. So, there's that. And, I mean, I don't think this would be that radical to put together in all sincereness. I think it'll be respectable. And here's another thing. And then up here, okay, here's all my screws. Right here. And that's good news. So I'll get this out of here. I get this out of here, then I'll get the box out of here. I get the trash can. And here's another big piece. We'll put over here. And so, but I'm glad that the guy delivered this. But in all sincereness, I thought it'd be put together. So I'll be the first to tell you that. That I thought this would actually be put together. And it'd be more about me. There'd be like 3 pieces out there in the front yard. Alright, so now let's get this out of here. So we can kind of make this the workstation. That's kind of the idea here. So take this here, see if it stays together, put it up here, and you got all the boxes that I'm accumulating for the trash adventure or the burn adventure. So then these pillows will kind of be in the way a little bit. So I'll put these, open this like up here. How about that? All right. I'm just worried I'll probably end up having to rearrange this just because of this. If you know what I mean. Put things up here. I guess that'd be smart. Alright. Alright, so what do the instructions say? It's always just rip them. For me, I just, who cares? Let's do that. Alright, there we go. Number 1, right? It'll tell you all your parts. Number 1. So I might as well just unplug this stuff here. Got my feet. Got all my screws. Then I can figure out what size Allen. You know, what size gun. What size is this right here, everybody? What do you think? So so put that here. Put that here. I think I'm going to move this out of here. And put this over here. And now, it's saying the first thing I'm going to get is A. Where is A? A. That's crazy. Right? I mean, you'd think that that would be it. That's got to be wrong. A. Is that this table? What do you want to bet? What do you bet it's this thing right here? I bet you this is it. Let's open it up. And let's see. A. That's funny. So this is A. So which goes, I would guess, it goes like this right here. And then I'm using 2 B's. So this over here, that over there. See, like I say on my channel all the time, having a truck as your workbench, that's the best damn thing you can do, everybody. What are you guys doing? Stay over here. Come here. Yeah, come on over here, buds. Hey, the NHRA, this is classic. I even took a picture for you guys to see. I'm going to show it to you. Now, you see this right here? This guy right here owns Budds Creek, Maryland International Raceway, MIR. And I met him. I met him back years ago when I went there for a Mopar event, like 2022, 2023. And he's the owner, so Royce Miller bought back his Budds Creek track that he sold to preserve it. And I so remember talking to him about the NHRA, and he said, I'm not going to do anything. It's too expensive. He's like, it's too much money that to invest in this facility to get a return on it. Well, guess what, everybody? Tony Stewart, Leah Pruitt, Matt Hagan, all the famous dragsters are at Maryland International Raceway this weekend today. They showed up yesterday. They showed up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They're doing the qualifying. Saturday, Sunday's the finals. But this guy here, I can remember meeting him and talking in great length to him about how it would be cool to have the NHRA back at his track that used to be there years ago. And he said, nope, it's too much money. NHRA's unfair. They don't pay you, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? He updated his whole track. And if you go to FSN 1 at 7 o'clock tonight on Fox, and tomorrow night and Sunday, you'll see the whole thing. Now, I could have gone to that, but I've been to these drags, and it takes a lot out of you, man. So Julie and I could have gone. There were good tickets available for like $190 for Sunday. We did the Thunder Valley. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We did it 4 days. We were exhausted by the time we were done with that. And so I was asking Julia, she's like, nah. I'm like, yeah, I know. I just rather watch it on TV, but it is an intense, incredible experience. If you ever have an opportunity to go there and do that, it's well worth the money spent because it is an incredible. When those top fuel guys take off, it's insane. All right, so first one they're saying is that I'm using which one am I using? Like the wood screws. So which is small. No way. So you gotta be kidding me. So I'm using number ones. So I gotta change out this head. And well, you know what? Julia has my preferred. I'd rather use that little gun that I bought from Milwaukee. It's not as torquey. Should be here in the back of the Jeep of her working today. So there it is right there, everybody. What I tell you. All right, here we go. So we're looking for the B series. Remember, right? The B series is right here. So let's take the B series, and I think it's pretty simple what we're doing here. So it looks like we're going to be going with the little guys right here. The big guys will be the feet. But boy, I tell you, when you look at just this little screws going, and you know this is not the material that you use and jump up and down on, if you know what I mean. So here we go. It's already pre-drilled, but that's important. This is kind of like the this is kind of like now the greenhouse project, if you remember that. So what I'll do, since that's kind of far away, I'll do both ends and I'll flip the table so I have a little better control. Hope I don't drop a thing down now, because that'll be a problem. I'll put my little piece of paper over it. And here we go. Alright, so now get it in there. Wish it held it. But you know, there's this brass because it's outside so it doesn't rust. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, turn it. So now I'm easier access to this, if you see what I'm saying. And once again, take it, pop in the screw, and do our thing. Okay, it's pretty good, pretty solid. Same thing. That there. And, you know, now the Buc-ee's is coming into this area in Stafford, Virginia. So we're going to have a few Buc-ee's now on Virginia side. Which, you know, once you go to them, they're pretty cool. You know, I bought a Buc-ee's shirt. I bought a few Buc-ee's shirts. I actually forgot that I bought one of them. It's a nice pullover. And I can't believe I forgot about it, because it's perfect. Like tomorrow, see, with this type of stuff, you don't want to get it too tight because you'll strip the wood out, then it's just going to fall apart. So I'll take a little more on it, and that's about it. Okay, and I can do what I can do. I can put this thing in a forcing. All right, well, you know what's encouraging here is, so this does close in together, which that's kind of interesting how that works. So C, it's showing C, and oh, so it goes in here. Oh, okay. You know, this thing's going to be probably this is going to be a little more stout than I thought. You know that? That's pretty cool. So actually, I kind of misspoke, because looky here, everybody, looky here. And in some ways, you kind of think to yourself, I probably should have not tightened everything down because it's so tight. If you see here, sometimes not tightening things down is your advantage, if you know what I mean. You need like a little hammer. Oops, nah, dang it. See here? So in some ways, it'd be advantageous. Would it be advantageous just to take that? I don't know. Let's try that idea. So what we have here is a washer and a 2 and a 5. This is probably the 5. And then here's the number 2. I can get it open with my big fat hands. I just like cutting this stuff, so I just rather do this. You know what I mean? That way it just comes out, and I'm not fighting it. So my thoughts are, let's take this like this, and let's see what size is it. You would think it'd be pretty generic. These guys over there, no, it's not. So that's something. So you kind of think that to a degree because it's just trying to be efficient. All right, so what size is it? I think this is too small. No, perfect. So I guessed right. What is it? It's a 4 millimeter. All right. So they have a little tool to get it going, which I highly recommend you do that, because that way you don't strip out the things. So what I'm thinking is this. I'm thinking I take this here and I get it going, and I get the other one going, and then I flip it up. How's my idea work, right? But right now it's 4:30, but this thing came in probably 4:15, so I bet you this will be 6 o'clock, which it doesn't really matter. It'll probably be a good hour plus. I would say it's probably, maybe not. Maybe that may not be that long. But then what we got to do is my vision. Now Julie wants to keep this. She takes the idea of taking down this swing. It has sentimental value to her, being a little girl. And we used to sit out here, and I used to be in the swing, and she used to sit with me. And so she's kind of like, Dad. But I'm like, yeah, but then, I don't know. That's a big... Well, we're talking about that piece over there. The only way that would actually work is this door would then be forced not to be opened. And like here, this would actually be like the perfect spot. But this door would need to go a different way. The door would have to be reversed. This would actually be a good spot in all reality, but I don't know. We're not there yet on that. I have to cross that bridge. Back to the... What a day of vlogging, everybody. You know, and I just have said to you guys on my channel, I get burned out. But then, to me, this is just more kind of fun time. Being I can share with you guys just putting stuff together and talk. And that's all it is. So, you know, and for me, whether 50 people watch it, 10 people watch it, or I don't care. I mean, I'm beyond that. Any more on my channel, just so you know, anybody out there, whether I get a lot of views, I don't care. I really don't. I know there's just like a few people enjoy my channel, and you know, that kind of drives it. And that's kind of where it is. But for some out there, I'm sure like, oh, golly, you just don't really. I'm like, I don't care. If it was all about that, if it really was all about the money and all about the views, then we've had that conversation 100 times. The whole point of me talking right now is I'm just enjoying vlogging the put together furniture world we live in, the artificial world we're going to, and then you evolved being so lazy in life that you're going to expect your Optimus robot to do this. What's life going to be about? So this is going to be interesting. See here what I've done? Will this work? It does. It works. So what's going to be interesting about life is, what's your purpose in life if somebody else does everything for you? I mean, to me, that's like being a paraplegic. And feel like, what do you mean by that? Well, you're not doing anything anymore. I mean, you're having somebody wait on you hand and foot all the time. And then, like Elon Musk makes it sound like, well, you have so much more time to do other things. And what I think about that is, what are things you're going to be doing unless you have a lot of money? Or, I just don't know. I guess just sitting around, if that makes you happy. But I don't know, man. I just think that we are in just weird times, everybody. We are getting ready to witness a very weird world that's being driven by the greed of all these techie people. That's all it is. It's all it is. It's just all about Elon Musk wanting to be the first trillionaire of the world and convince you that you need to have a car that drives itself, convince you that you need to go to Mars, convince you that you need to have a robot. The list goes on and on and on. But at the end of the day, who gets all the money? Elon Musk. That's the real story, everybody. So this is very challenging the way this is put up. So this takes forever. Only way I'm gonna outdo this. See, I don't think my gun, I don't know if this thing here will get in here at the right angle. Well, it does, but it's actually doing it, but it's tight. So that's pretty good right there. That's pretty good right there. This is a torque gun. You got to be careful. Like Steve Harvey says on Family Feud, you got to be careful. The other team could steal and win. That's all I do is watch Steve Harvey. I never watched Family Feud in all reality, but that's all I watch anymore because I'm tired of listening to all the BS of the media and everybody else that tells you the way it is. I think most people are just sick of it. Are you just sick of it? Peace on the home front. It's funny, actually, once I start talking in my video, the guys kind of chill out. But I got to do inventory. See, there's Prince and Gypsy. There's Diesel. But where's Troublemaker Rebel? That's the guy that you can't trust. Here's Scouty. But where's Rebel? Stay there. Stay there. Where the hell's Rebel? There's Gypsy. Rebel! I can say Rebel. He doesn't run, but usually if he's not around, something's up. Rebel! Where are you? Oh, there he is. Good. You were sleeping. Okay, I'll leave you alone. All right, thank God. All right, same theory. Let's see what happens here, everybody. Cool. So now, this is pretty stout. Yeah, man. Not too shabby. I'm getting excited now, everybody. For a minute, thinking, man, this is cheap-ass stuff. And this is so classic. So yesterday, a lady that's not 30 minutes from my home had a sofa, patio, outdoor, nice couch. And I told her I'd be there like in 30 minutes to give her her $100. She wanted $100. So she responded, oh, it's pending for a person on Saturday. And I told you this yesterday, and I was like, you're on Marketplace, and you're listening to a person that told you probably a day or two ago, I'll see you Saturday, and then rejected my offer till Saturday. Well, so then I got back to her and said, oh, I found something else, thank you. At 1 o'clock today, she responded to that message. I mean, but she did me a hell of a favor, because I'd rather have this stuff, and you'll see when it's all done how it's a pretty cool setup. And I just think, yeah, I spent about $160 more, $260. This was like $260. So yeah, I spent $160 more, but I'm getting more furniture, more creativity, and it's brand new, and I'm putting it together today, and I'm not waiting until this weekend to get it. So thank you, lady. And then, you know, the way it plays out in life, the lady probably reached out to me again. Oh, they never showed up. You know, whatever. All right, everybody. So now, let's kind of get this stuff tightened up here. See what we do here. All right. Ooh, that's a little too tight right there, everybody. The left hand was wrong idea. Now it's jammed in there. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take my little wrench, just kind of check it on top. Good. Good. Look at that. Now I'm assuming we go to the feet. Right or wrong. So we're going to, what item is this? A number 4. I mean, you would think these things are all the same, right? They all have to be the same height. So they're number 6s. But I use a number 4 screw. So where's the number 4s? There's the number 4. Is there a washer on it? I can't tell. It doesn't look like there is. Interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and crack this open. I don't know what this is here. No idea what that is. I didn't. Well, yeah, he's your number 6. Number 6. Yeah, so, you know, you would have to imagine. This is interesting, everybody. Very interesting on how this number 4. I don't really get this. So how is this attaching? This makes no sense to me right now. I'm lost. Totally lost on this right now. 4. But what's it going into? Is this threaded? I guess that's threaded. You can't really tell, but I think it is. So let's just do this here. So yeah, it's threaded. So there it is. All right. But what's interesting is, oh, so this is a deep. This is very deep. So my gun, I don't think it's gonna work. Ooh, okay, I caught it. See here, will it work? See that? See that socket's gonna, well, I don't know. That may work, actually. Yeah, it did. That's quite impressive. Wow. Right, those 2 legs. Ooh, so that one kind of turns. So did I really get it as tight as I wanted? I don't know. I'm going to have to check that out. I don't like that.